Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV with the Cradle of Civilization DLC as Italy. And we started as Florence. We are very close to actually completing the Prince of Egypt achievement and the Arabian Coffee achievement. So we need to form Egypt for Prince of Egypt, and we need to form Arabia and have the most coffee production in the world for the Arabian Coffee achievement. We have all the provinces we need for forming Egypt. We do not yet have enough Egyptian culture in our lands. We're working on that, trying to convert whatever we can. And if we don't hit the 50% mark by the time we find Admin Tech 20, we can just destate some land in Italy to make Egyptian primary. In order to do that, I have gone in between episodes and fiddled around a bit with the estates, or the land that the estates have. I've taken away a lot of their land in Italy. There's still a bunch of burgher land here that I don't really want to take away just yet. And this over here is just way too good. Lucca is way too good a noble province to not give it to the nobles. And I have Lienz, which has very high autonomy given to the clergy at the moment, just to deal with that autonomy. Otherwise, I've tried to transfer, obviously, to high autonomy provinces down here, and also to other provinces that are not in Italy, and mainly, obviously, we want provinces that are Egyptian in nature. And see, most of what I have in Egypt is already owned by an estate, because you can't unstate any land that is owned by an estate right now. But that's for the future, and I thought it's a bit boring to see all the fiddling, so I did that between episodes. The other thing we have to do is form Arabia, and we need a couple more provinces to do that. We need this province in the fog here from Hadramaut. We need Nizwa, I believe, and we need Qatif from Hormuz, which we still have a truce with until 1620. So in 11 years, we're gonna have to do another war there. And we need Aleppo, Halep here from the Ottomans, which we have a truce with until what, 1616 or something, 1614. Let's just double check. Ottoman 1616. So in 7 years, that's going to be the next big war we're going to do. Meanwhile, we've been expanding a ton in the Arabian Peninsula. We own Najd, we own Yemen. They're both our subjects. We are already integrating Najd, and we should check how long that's going to take, because I also want to integrate Provence. So this will apparently take until 1615 right now. And if I was to also integrate Provence right now, that would take until 1614. This is March 14. And this is, what did it say? July 15. So it's not a little more than a year from now. So let's double check in June next year, if we remember to integrate Provence as well. So they finish at the same time, so we don't take the hit to a Diplo. Well, we do take the hit to a Diplo reputation, but we take it at the same time, so it won't hurt the annexation of Provence. Now I've sent all these troops back up here, but I realized that since we have to take Hadramaut, we might as well go to Jeddah, get rid of our black flag. Actually, we could do that elsewhere also. No, it's fine. Let's go to Jeddah, get rid of our black flag, come back and take Halep. No, not Halep. Halep is up there. What's your name? Hadramaut. And take these provinces from Hadramaut as well as we can. They're allied to Malindi, which is like a small guy down here, right? Yeah, I'm not really worried about Malindi. No, these guys should be fine keeping Malindi off my land. So that's all good. My troops are starting to move into drilling positions. We do have some rebels coming up, but these Austrian separatists are handled. And the rest, well, we deal with them when they come up. We can take technology, which is great. Finally, and I will definitely take the new military tech, definitely take the new Diplo tech, and also admin tech, which gives us administrative efficiency, which is great for our wars, and it gives us access to universities. And I'll immediately start building some universities, not because universities are a great building, but because we need them for the next ages, one of the next age bonuses. We need 5 universities for that, so why not go ahead and build 5 universities? Now, where to build universities? Let's just see. Universities gives you a reduced development cost. That's basically the only thing, and they basically don't cost a building slot. So I think I want to build my universities in Egyptian land, because that's where I have been doing my development so far, and I want to do more of my development anyway. So why don't we build one in... Where are we currently developing? It's still down here? No, I seem to have turned off this edict. And oh, it's still up here. In Gaza, Jaffa, and Jerusalem. Yeah, they are rather cheap. So let's make that even cheaper by building 1, 2, unfortunately not 3, because we're switching culture here right now. Universities. And what about other Egyptian land? That's potential for development. Let's just double check. Development cost. Manfalut is still interesting, okay. But I remember that the rest of these are... Nah, Girga is fine. The rest is pretty terrible. So I guess we could do Manfalut and Girga. And the placement of universities, I believe, has some importance for the spreading of the Enlightenment later on. But to be quite honest, we're unlikely to play until the Enlightenment anyway. It's not gonna matter too much. So one more Egyptian province that's rather cheap. These two are fine. So let's build one more university here. Okay, that's 5 universities. So we have them when the next age comes, or shortly after that. Cool. Let's unpause, let's move on. Plan. Yes, Ottomans claiming me. Actually, maybe I should start getting some claims on the Ottomans, so we can declare that war in 9 years. We still have time, but having some claims won't hurt. Okay, Sunni zealots don't really care. Converted more land, that's good. And now that we actually have spent our monarch points on technology, we could go ahead and interact with our estates a tiny bit more and try to milk them for monarch points, of course. Do I want my burghers to be unhappy? If ever, then around now, I assume. They're going to be very unhappy, though. I guess that's fine. Gotta give us some rebels. But the Diplo points are going to be worth it. We need 20 more points. We could just grant them an admiralship, or we go for the influential reduction guy, which we don't need. No, let's just grant admiralship. Oh, we need 5 more, because apparently an admiral is not as expensive as a general. So we do need to give the burghers some more land. That has the disadvantage of having more land that the burghers will be unhappy in. But it has the advantage of making the burghers less unhappy, which is, I suppose, kind of cool. Land for the burghers. Best would be Egyptian land. So nothing specifically burgery here, but I mean, this is fine, I guess. So let's do this. Wow, that doesn't give them any influence at all. 0.6%. Influence by 0. Oh, that cap. Ah, I see. So we can't get them to 75 using land. Robber barons dropping off in forever. 1614. In 5 years, they're gonna go at plus 5%. So I guess we wait 5 years. Fine. At least they'll be slightly happier then. The nobles I currently don't really want to touch, because I want the increased manpower recovery speed from them. And I apparently can't demand military anyway right now. We could demand admin, I definitely want to. However, none of these interactions are available right now. Could seek support, which puts them to 60, but I don't want to give them a ton of land. So I think we're just gonna sit here and wait with that. Fine. We also now have an admiral that we're probably gonna release. Yeah. I do want an admiral when it comes to war with the Ottomans, but not before that. I don't think. Do I keep my fleet here? I will need it when fighting Hormuz again, but that is after the Ottomans. So 1620 instead of 1616. And I kind of want my whole fleet here to deal with potential Ottoman navies. Oh, I mean, there is an Ottoman navy. It's not even a potential navy. So let's move around the Cape again. I will probably have to get some fleet basing rights in between to repair, but we'll see about that. Oh, we're no longer black flagged, actually. Interesting. That makes this easier. Cancel drilling. And who's drilling? Oh, I just selected too many people. Just merge up. And then quickly declare war. Because we have claims from Yemen, of course from Yemen in this land, so it should be really easy to declare this war. Oh, there's another conversion coming in, that's nice. Let's double check the change culture. Can we change more cultures? Nope. Hey, Hadramut, I'm sorry, but you need to die. And I don't care about... Let's take Marip here, I guess. I don't care about Malindi coming in. Let's help you out with your rebels. And I think I can turn off some forts. Do I need to turn off forts? No, we make 80 ducats a month. I'm not going to turn off forts. We won a battle with their ships. They have ships, but there's no fort. That's actually capital fort here. We could wait with sending these home until we have taken their capital fort. Just so we can get the blockade going. You're going to where? To Damar, to down there, okay. Crushed your rebels, and once you are locked in, we're gonna crush you. There's more conversion we can do, apparently. And we may at some point even get that reduce overextension quest done, because now we're gonna give all this land to Yemen. So we ourselves won't be overextended. I think this war is... yeah, it's safe enough to split this troop in half at least. And send half here and half here. Just so we don't take as much attrition. Probably safe to do a lot less than half. But better to be safe than sorry, right? Okay, we can do more conversions. Please convert. Coptics. Who wants Coptics? Or choose, oh, more, even? No, it lied to me. By Pirates of Morocco, yeah. Converted Vazit. Oh, you're an actual fort here. I did not realize that, so we kind of wanted more cannons here. We only have, how many cannons? 6, we need 10. So let's send 4 more cannons from you. Because, well, you need 5 cannons here. Now, let's just take this fort first. Reduce you to just the cannons and an infantry. Minimize that attrition. Because we need all the men we can get for the Ottoman War. Although, how much are we regaining? We're gaining 1,000 each month, over 1,000. We have 9 years, so we're gonna get, well, a lot. 9 times 12, it's like 100,000-ish manpower that we should regain until that war, unless we spend it all on these wars here. And we are gonna spend some on these small wars, but it shouldn't be too much if we're a bit careful with the attrition. Speaking of attrition, no, these are all acceptable attritions, except that here we only need 5 cannons. And are you Siege General? You are. So let's move you out and move y'all out. And actually 1 more cannon. Like that. And I don't even want them to hang out in there. Oh, no, it's fine. Now we have taken that province. There's the siege. That was one of the quickest sieges I've seen in a while. Good. Now let's walk out and make sure you don't take attrition, which will be here in Zabit. Maybe help the Yemenis. There's the new age. And we almost fulfill the potential for a large army, so we need to build some more regimental camps to actually get that. And we need those 2 universities we're already building to get this. And we're not getting any of the others. We can't accept the 5th culture right now. Won't be Emperor of China, won't win a religious war, and will not get 90 absolutism or have 3 trade companies. So, yeah. You guys are moving, good, good, good. This war is basically won. I do, however, want the siege general and how many more cannons? You have only 6 cannons, so you and 4 cannons should be on that fort, speeding it up considerably. We're at 0% chance right now, and if they arrive, we're at 28% chance to actually take the siege. Very good. And now, since this is done, and am I gonna conquer these? That's Ethiopia, I don't care. Am I gonna conquer Mara? I don't need to. Is it a special province? Anything? It has incense, but it's just for development. I don't think I'm gonna care about that. I could send my troops over here to put some pressure on Melindi, my boats, just so we can finish this war. No, I don't want to use my fleet to transport. Just checking whether there's a way by foot. March up. How are rebels doing? 60, 60, 70 in the Makurian separatists, so that's kind of close. In Kazir Ibrim. Kazir... no? Kazur. Kazur. Over here, that's going to be our next rebels, okay. Let's stop drilling and have you hang out in Isna. So we have some money, so we can build some more regimental camps to get to that force limit for the age objective. And force limit is never bad to have. Then I'm out of money. Fine. What kind of rebels are you? Hasalis separatists. Be kind of nice if these guys would form Hasa here, because we could just take it and wouldn't have to take it from Hormuz, but we have to take Niswa from Hormuz anyway. So it's not like that's a big difference, and you just need the 10 cannons, right? So no need for this mercenary to take attrition. Come on, 78%. Here's another example of a war already being won, but us having to throw manpower at these people to actually win. In this case, there would be no advantage for the enemy to not stay in the war, so they might as well, because we're going to fully annex them, or, well, fully give them to our subject. So how about you give everything to Yemen? And it's June 1610 actually, so we need to recheck that integration of Provence. We probably, oh yes, I was clever enough to tell them to be not participate in my wars, I think. So if I went here, diplomacy, and next you would be done January 1614, January now, okay. And you are done in August 13, whoops. Apparently I overshot. Oh, we gained a Diplo reputation at some point. Ah, that's unfortunate. Really wanted these to be done at the same time. But I didn't realize we gained a Diplo rep from something. We have a truce with the Ottomans, so I don't think the Ottomans could support independence right now. So what I could do, well, first of all, I have to get over here somehow. I just want you out of the war. Okay, no diplomats, that's one reason. I guess we wait for the 20 on the Ottomans to fabricate a claim, and then we get that diplomat back. What was I talking about? Oh yes, annexing at the same time. What I could do would be to purposefully make Nasht unhappy for a while, so that they don't get integrated any further. And once that is done, once they're synced up, basically then make them happy again and let them back in. But that requires me, well, obviously requires me to make them unhappy. And that would be... Ooh, I already have a claim on you somewhere? Oh, I have a claim on here. Fine, we're going to wait a while more. That would lead to the possibility for other powers to support the independence of my subject. Now, I don't think the Ottomans can do it while they have a truce with me, but that is still quite scary, and it could be somebody else. Does anybody else really hate me? Not from a coalition perspective. Do I have opinion map mode on here? I do not. Opinion map mode. Castile doesn't really like me, so they could do the support, which would be unfortunate. I do not think that's worth it. It's just going to take a bit longer to annex Provence then, after all. Now, please get me to 25 thingy here. Spy network. How did you handle those rebels? Do you have military access through me? Apparently you do. How? Hormuz doesn't have... Oh, you have conditional military access through Najd. Oh, just military access. My subject gave you military access. Ah, come on. We wanted those separatists. Oh well. You guys don't need to be in that land anymore, though. We're just waiting now for our enemies to give up, basically. I still hate that this map mode does not actually show me where my army can hang out. Bah. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to walk over there. Or split up, which I don't want to. Tons of course coming in, and we actually got our quest. Oh, we got one more Diplo rep now. What does that do to our time? It probably completely screws up all the timing. You will now be done in August 13. Wasn't that the same thing earlier? No, maybe not. And you will be done in... No, that's not you. You will be done in March 13. Okay, that's pretty close. So we're almost gonna get to do the full occupation, full annexation within the same time frame, and then just have to spend a couple of months longer on Provence. That's okay. Now my fleet is taking attrition here. Do you send them? No, I now have enough spy network on the Ottomans to do the claiming of Hama here. And then I'll call you back in 9 days. That's actually pretty fast because the Ottoman lands are so close to mine over here. And I want to talk to you, Malindi. I really want you to want out, but you do not. Not even remotely. So I'll have to get access. Okay, you guys can go repair in here. And Ethiopia, would you give me military access, please? No. Very much no. Ah, so much work to get you out of this war. I mean, I could just do the following and not take this place. That's probably right. We don't need this place for our achievement. We don't need it to form Arabia. And it's, well, just a small instance province. It's fine. I think this is fine. Nobody really cares about it. Not even Hadramoots themselves. I mean, they already hate me, but they don't really care much more. But if we do this, I might as well ask you for war reparations and fine money. There. Okay. Restore those cores to Yemen. That's great. We have the new mission. Manpower reserves need to recover. Are we going to go to war in the near future? I assume our next war is going to be the Ottomans. It might not be, it might be somebody else, but let's just assume that and take this mission. If it fails, it fails. It's fine. Makurian Separatist. Yeah, we already present to deal with that. Share maps of East Africa. Oh, I remember now that my general died down here. So let's recruit a new general. 5441, not too shabby at all. Let's do this. Let's detach the mercenaries and instead put some around about the same number of non-mercenaries in there. Because mercenaries do not get drill. That's the simple reason for this. Gain a military engineer. No, let's just get defensive in Ferrara. Sure, that is important. Ferrara is a fort I wanted to, or I thought about taking down anyway, because it's not really a border fort anymore to anybody. But I decided to keep it just in case. So my boats should be repairing. right? Or are they just on their way to be repaired? They're on their way. Okay. Do I have a shipyard down here maybe somewhere? You don't have a shipyard. You don't have a shipyard. None shipyards. Nope. Go to that province. It's fine. Unless Yemen maybe does have a shipyard. What's this? A dock. Nope. No shipyards. Okay, fine. If I micro the amounts here anyway, we might as well check the force limit so we can have a lot more troops here actually. Almost 10 more troops. Let's try 9. And I say try because the actual limit of forces is kind of weird. Because our general reduces the attrition we take here. So while there is a number for force limit or supply limit, it is not actually the number for units that we can have there right now. And I failed the math completely anyway, so we can have tons more units there actually. Actually, basically all of you, maybe even all of you. Let's try that. Have all of you here in Tajura. See if the general is enough to reduce the force limit by so much that we don't take any attrition. He's not. So unit weight is 37, we can only take 35, so let's drop off just some mercs. Yes, it's more than necessary, but drilling the mercs doesn't really do much, so if anything. So this should be fine. Alright, separatists, 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 that's okay. And what else is happening here? Not much, to be quite frank. I think in 14 we can do the estate interactions to get us some more monarch points. Do this. Are there any cool Egyptian states to make? Khuzestan does not sound like it's... I think I checked that last episode. Yeah. It's all the nice Persian land over there. Where's Lower Nubia though? That sounds sort of close to Egypt. Oh, it's this one province, which is not yet Egyptian. Convert you guys. How did I take fetishist land? Oh well. And Jerba or the Red Sea coast are both possible. No, Jerba is not it. Red Sea coast. Okay, it's over here. You're also not yet Egyptian. So I'm not going to state them yet. I really want to focus my stating on Egyptian land if at all possible. We lost our claim on Kunfuda. Sure, that's probably stuff in Yemen. People no longer renting out stuff to the Ottomans. You are still at war with France, but you're winning, unfortunately. What's Russia doing? Russia is at war with QQ. Okay. So apparently it's not the Ottomans taking stuff out of QQ I should have been afraid of. Maybe it was just Russia. Or maybe the Ottomans would have declared war on QQ if they still had Baghdad. Who knows? Is there anything cool I can do with trade here? Since I start having quite a bit of trade power in other places. Would be interesting, for example, to use my trade power in Aleppo to steer stuff to Alexandria. But I don't have the merchant for that. Let's check what happens. Now our trade is, and let's do this math right. We're sitting at 72 ducats. Let's check a month. Yeah, still 72 ducats-ish. Let's take the guy from Sevilla and put him to Aleppo. Take money away from the Ottomans and put it to me. So, what did I say? 72, right? 72 ducats from trade. Transfer trade power. Wait a month or two. Conversion. Change of the month. And we're now making 77 ducats. That's more than 72. I sometimes can do math. So that's cool. And it not only means that we're getting more money, it also means that we're taking money away from the Ottomans, which is nice. As you can see now, we're transferring 5 ducats out of Aleppo that would normally probably have gone to Constantinople, and that instead go to Alexandria here, which we then transfer mostly to Ragusa. No, not Ragusa. Right? Should go this way to Venice, yes. Could use some more trade power in Venice, to be quite frank. That's the rebels done. You guys... you need to crush any more rebels anytime soon. Alodia separatists. That's gonna take a while. How's the force limit here? Not terribly great. It's better than over there, and you could stand there, so you might as well stand here and train in Quasi Ibrahim. And you guys are supposed to be drilling. Why are you not drilling? There we go. And we have money again, and we still need some force limit, I believe, for this. 181. Are we still building regimental camps, or are they all done? They're all done. So I do need 19 more regimental camps. Regimental camp 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'm out of money. And I think I'll fill most of this these extra force limit slots with mercenaries before we go to war with the Ottomans, just to save our manpower. Also, we could fabricate another claim on the Ottomans, but really don't need to. The only other province we want is Haleb, and we don't need that. And yeah, I might not even be declaring war on the Ottomans directly. We'll see. Do I need to fabricate any other claims? Probably need some on Hormuz, right? So let's go there. Get that done. More conversions. My boats should be repaired by now. So let's have them try to run over here and see how far they can make it. QQ diplomats discovered. Do we keep our guy? I don't remember. He is fine. Republic tradition is good to have, so let's keep him. And dip power is also good to have. Yes, keep him. Stay with that. Diplomat expelled. Do I want to do anything different with my guys over here? I have the manpower modifier guy here. I could promote. But she's kind of old. But I definitely do want the manpower girl right now. And I do need the money for the force limit right now, so I'm not gonna do this. Instead, I'm gonna build more regimental camps from all the money we're making. 100 ducats a month is fine. It's a fine number. Missionaries almost being done. Course getting closer to being integrated. Converting more heretics. Checking that conversion meter again. Nope. Still nobody willing to become Egyptian. Austria declared one Venice. That's hardly fair. How's your war going, Ottomans? You are winning still. Unfortunate. I have a lot of fronts now against the Ottomans. Well, there's the potential front here through Austria, and then there's definitely these two fronts. I could try to like combine them. Let's just check the fort map mode. Haleb is a fort, but there's no fort stopping us from going from here to here. That's good. All right. This has been a bit of a house cleaning episode. We've been recovering manpower. We've had our small war here, but nothing really big happened. We're just preparing to deal with the Ottomans in 4 more years, which should hopefully be next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing here, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and comment if you see anything interesting, have anything to talk about, or maybe have an idea of what my next run should be. See you guys next time.